Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. I got so many requests from you guys to make something in honor of Star Wars Day, which is coming up. It's like a couple days away. And if any of you watching don't know what Star Wars Day is, it is every year on May 4th. Do you get it? May the 4th be with you. Anyways, it's adorable and nerdy and I celebrate it every year. I love to make a baked themed treat, so that is exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Now I was thinking, we've made so many Star Wars themed treats on Nerdy Nummies before. So I wanted to make something that I have been obsessed with lately, which is Baby Yoda. Okay, I got Disney Plus, I started watching the new Mandalorian series, and boom! There was Baby Yoda. I've never seen a Baby Yoda, and he's so cute, and his eyes, and he's just so, and I was like, we need to make that a dessert. He's so cute, I could just eat him. And today, we're going to. And if you love Nerdy Nummies and you like watching baking videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. So today, we're gonna be making some Baby Yoda macarons. Let's get started. The recipe that we're gonna be making today is a matcha macaron. Why matcha, you ask? Because it is naturally green, and so is Yoda. So I thought that this would be a perfect fit. I'll be posting all of the ingredients and their measurements in the description down below, so if you'd like to follow along at home, you can. All right. First things first is we are going to, in a large mixing bowl, sift our almond flour, powdered sugar, and matcha powder. So you take your bowl and you're just gonna pour in your almond flour. You can use whatever sifter you have at home. This is one of my favorites. I like it because it has a lot of room in there for a lot of different dry ingredients, and it's got a little hand crank on the side. It's just really fun. Now the reason we're sifting all of our dry ingredients today, and we don't usually do that all the time, is because French macaroon cookies are very finicky. I think they're one of the most finicky cookies that you can make, but they're so delicious, they're so worth it. But one of the factors is you don't want any lumps. You don't want a lumpy French macaron. You want a smooth one. So sift, sift, sift. It is one extra step, but trust me, worth it. Oh yeah, look at those big chunks. Exactly what we do not want in our French macaron cookies. Then when you got your chunks, you're just gonna pour them into this little excess bowl over here. Now sift all of the powdered sugar. Same way we did with the almond flour. Look at this, doesn't it look like it's snowing on the mountain? I love this. I feel like a little kid, like playing in a sandbox or something. I don't know why, but I love it. Oh, how tall do you think we can get this mountain, right? Let's see. Oh, avalanche! Oh no, we had an avalanche. Each step to making French macarons takes a little bit more time, but worth it. And you know who's really worth it? Baby Yoda. Okay, Baby Yoda, I'm doing this for you. I love you, you adorable little baby. You're so cute, I love you. Even though I think Baby Yoda in the series is like 50. Is that right?
Yeah, but he's a baby.
He is a baby, but he's like 50. He's either half vampire, so like he does age, but like really slowly, or he's got a really good skincare routine.
The Force is really with him.
Ooh, the Force is really with Baby Yoda. Boom, pour off the excess, get rid of those little chunks. Last but not least, you're gonna sift the matcha powder. Matcha is so good, and it's really been growing on me. Me 10 years ago was like, matcha, don't hate it, don't love it. Fast forward today, love it. And if you've never baked or cooked with matcha before, you can just buy it at most grocery stores. This is the one I'm using. I really, really like this one. It's by Sun Food and it's organic, and it is like, oh my gosh, Molly!
I'm always excited for it.
Molly just got the loudest hiccup when I was talking about matcha. Molly, do you like this brand? Is this like your favorite?
Pretty good.
Whoa, you're like a little BB-8 or an R2-D2 where you just be making little noises. Once you've sifted all your dry ingredients, we're gonna whisk together till well combined and then set it off to the side. Time to make the meringue. I'm gonna be using a stand mixer, but you can use an electric hand mixer, or you could do this by hand, but I wouldn't recommend it because we're gonna be mixing for like 8 minutes. Trust me, I've done it once by hand. It's not great. Pro tip, you wanna make sure your eggs are at room temperature when you're making this recipe. You don't want them cold right out of the refrigerator. Like I said before, these cookies are very finicky. They are very sensitive to temperature, and a cold egg will really mess up the batter. They just won't bake right. Add 3 eggs to the bowl, but remember, we're only gonna be using the egg whites. So you wanna crack your egg open. I do the jiggle technique, it's my favorite. You just jiggle the yolk back and forth between the shells, letting the egg whites drip to the bottom of the bowl. Do this to the rest of your eggs. Pour all of the egg whites into the mixing bowl. Mix together on a medium-low speed until frothy. And if you're new to baking, a beginner baker, frothy is like when it gets bubbly. It's right before it starts to turn into a soft peak. So you'll see a lot of bubbles. It will almost look like a bubble bath. That's the perfect time to start adding our sugar. Also, this usually takes a couple minutes. I'd say 2 to 3 minutes. Perfect. The mixture looks very bubbly and frothy, so now we are going to slowly add our sugar and keep mixing until stiff peaks start to form and we have a beautiful meringue. So you're just gonna add slowly. Just add a little bit, let it mix up. Add a little bit more and let it mix. This is great Jedi training. Patience. It's key. This is definitely something Yoda would be teaching. Luke would be like, but I want to add the sugar all at once. And Yoda would be like, patience. You need. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's what we want. We want your meringue to be able to stand up and not flop over. Oh, it looks so fluffy. It's like a cloud. I want to eat it right now. Oh, this is making me crave like a lemon meringue pie. Ooh, okay, I'll put that on my to-do list. I'm getting distracted. Now we're gonna fold in our dry ingredients to our fluffy egg meringue. Now right here is another time in the recipe where this batter could go very wrong. You don't want to overmix and you don't want to undermix. If you overmix, your cookies are going to bake very flat. They'll be smooth, but they'll be very flat. You won't get that height that you want. But if you undermix, the cookies are going to crack. Something that's worked for me is adding the dry ingredients a third at a time and counting in my head about 40 folds. So let's add a third, just gonna eyeball it, and fold using a spatula. If you've never folded before, it's very easy. You're gonna scoop underneath, whoop, and bring it over the top. And this is to keep our meringue nice and fluffy. So that's 3 folds, 4, 5, 6, and just keep going. Do, 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 do. There we go, the batter is ready. I ended up folding it about 50 times. Anywhere between 40 and 60 is a good amount of folds. But again, you don't want to overmix or undermix. I'm gonna scoop the batter into 2 bags. One has a little tip at the end. This is a number 2A for the main part of the cookie. And this one will be for Yoda's ears. So you're just gonna open the piping bag, place it into a cup, get a little spoon, and scoop it inside, and that's what you want. You want your batter to be really thick, but still moving. That's the perfect consistency. We've got our batter in the bags, and they're ready to pipe. So in front of me, I have a cookie sheet, which we're gonna be baking the cookies on, a piece of parchment paper, and what's this? A little Yoda template. You can make your own, or if you'd like to download this one, you can find it in the recipe on my website. That's at rosanapansino.com. I'll put a link down below. All right, so we're gonna place the template down. You could also freehand these, but I wouldn't suggest it. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. It's nice to have a little guideline. And then place your parchment paper on top. And it's very important, you wanna use parchment paper, not wax paper. We are ready to pipe. You're gonna place the piping bag on top of your shape, apply pressure while hovering, boop, 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 until you reach the outline, and then give it a twist. Then do this for the rest of your cookies. We've piped all the cookies, and now we're gonna pipe ears. With the rest of the batter, I'm just gonna cut off the tip and follow the outline. Once you've piped all the cookies, we're gonna give them a tap to release all the air bubbles. All right, prepare yourselves, this is going to be loud. Next, let them sit out at room temperature, just right here. Don't touch them for 30 minutes. This will allow our cookies to develop a hard shell before they bake. All right, these are set and they're ready to pop in the oven. But remember, before you pop them in the oven, remove your paper templates. Just be gentle, just be careful, slip them out. Now you're gonna pop them into your oven at 300 degrees and bake for about 16 to 18 minutes. And watch them puff up. While the cookies are baking in the oven, we are gonna make a simple from scratch raspberry buttercream. I wanted to incorporate a sweet fruit into the filling so that the taste will pair really well with the bitterness of the matcha. It's a great combo. And this recipe is really easy. So in a mixer, you're just gonna add 1 stick of butter. You'll want it at room temperature. This is half a cup. Plop it in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is really room temperature, nice and soft, just like we want. This is a warm day in California. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get a spatula. We don't want any butter to go to waste. Then you're gonna beat the butter for 4 minutes. All right, that's looking good. Now slowly add your powdered sugar to the butter mixture while it's mixing until it gets light and fluffy. You're gonna add about 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now we're gonna add our raspberries, and to do so, we're just gonna pour your fresh raspberries. This is 1 cup of fresh raspberries into a sifter, and I'm gonna put it over the bowl, and then just using a fork, I'm just gonna mush them up like mashed potatoes. Helpful tip, you'll want your raspberries to be room temperature. It just makes this process a little bit easier. You could also throw the raspberries in a blender if you wanted, but I just didn't want to dirty up my blender, so sometimes I'll do it by hand. That's okay. Just keep mixing up your raspberries and mashing them, letting the fresh raspberry juice strain into the bowl. We've got our fresh raspberry puree, and then you're just gonna add it into our butter mixture and mix it up. Ooh, look at that. Taste test. Okay, perfect. Now you're gonna scoop your buttercream into a little piping bag. Oh, yum. Put a little tie on here and set it off to the side. Once your cookies have baked and had plenty of time to cool, it is time to decorate. This is my favorite part. We're keeping it really simple today. We're just gonna be using some cookie icing to pipe cute Baby Yoda's face. This recipe makes a bunch of cookies. It makes 40 cookies, but 20 total, because there's 40 of these, but then you pair them together to make little Yoda's head. The good news is you don't have to pipe half of them. The bottom ones just stay plain. This is our goal. This is what we're going for. I kept the lines really simple. We put some little creases for Yoda's little wrinkly brow. I call it his wise brow. Yoda's very wise, and I think he thinks a lot, so he has like a lot of furrows in his brow, you know, because he's just always thinking and being smart and stuff. Because these are such a petite, small cookie, I wanted to keep decoration very simple, so for the eyes and the cheeks and the mouth, they're literally just little dots. Over here we've got our royal icings that I've scooped into piping bags and dyed some different colors. We have green, black, and pink, and they all have #1 tips at the end for a little bit more control. #1 tips are the smallest tips, and I decided to use those because we're just making very small dots and lines. All right, let's get started with the green. We're piping on his cute little wrinkly forehead. I'm just gonna pipe 2 little lines. Even though he's a baby, he's 50, he's seen some stuff. These are some wisdom lines right here. This is what you would call the 11s and then the thinkers. Oh yeah, perfect. All right, now you're gonna do this to the rest of your cookies. Then using the black royal icing, super easy. You're just gonna pipe 2 little dots for the eyes and a little line for the smile. I'm placing my eyes a little further apart because I want them to look super adorbs. Then do this to all of your cookies. Oh my gosh. This one looks like that guy from the Goombies. What is it called?
Goonies.
Goonies.
He's so cute.
Oh no, this is Goonies vibe. This is not Yoda vibe. Oh no, this never happened.
No, not yet.
That was really good. Last but not least, we're gonna pipe 2 little dots for the cheeks right underneath the eye. Look how cute! Now it's time to put these babies together. The cookies are all decorated and they're ready to assemble. You're gonna flip over the cute little circle ones. Ooh, flip them upside down to see those beautiful feet. Ooh, doo-doo-doo. And you're gonna take your raspberry buttercream icing, pipe a little here, ooh, and place one on the top to make little macaron sandwiches. Now we're gonna do this to the rest of your cookies and they're ready to serve. And ta-da! There you have it, Baby Yoda French macaron cookies. I really hope you guys enjoyed this matcha recipe. They're so cute and they are perfect for Star Wars Day. I'll be posting a bunch of cute pictures all over social media, and if you guys make these or any other Star Wars treats, don't forget to tag me. I love seeing your baking creations. It just makes me happy. It makes my day. And if you have any other ideas for any other nerdy dummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. If you guys are enjoying these baking videos and nerdy nummies, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. All right, thanks again, and may the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day, you guys. Bye-bye. Ooh, adorable these cookies are.